Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete and this is my motivational video. The topic of today's video is push through emotional pain. Have you ever had your eyes set a goal of accomplishing a certain goal, a dream, and you practiced for it, you trained for it, you studied for it, and you did it for months and months and months, you visualized it, you did everything necessary. And then all of a sudden, something happened to where you had to change your plans and you had to change your goal to a different goal at the last minute. Well, I had that happen to me. I had my mind set and I'd set a goal of setting a new world record of going 5 times continuously across the Grand Canyon, rim to rim, which each crossing is about 24 miles long, and temperatures can hit 130 degrees. And I had a plan of doing that. I'd planned it for months. I'd assembled a team. I'd done the training. I'd done the heat work. But 2 weeks before myself and my team went out to the Grand Canyon, someone had done 6. They had done 6 crossings. They had not only broke the world record, but they'd added one more to it. I was absolutely positively devastated when I heard the news. I could barely wrap my brain around attempting 5 continuous rim-to-rim crossings. You see, when I'd gone out there, I'd gone out a month earlier before I was going to do my attempt. And I had done just 2 crossings of the canyon. And the temperature was well above 100 degrees. And I came down on the first crossing, and by the time I hit the start of the North Rim climb, the 9-mile climb to the North Rim, the temperature was well above 100 degrees. And by the time I made it to the top of that crossing, it had absolutely put me on my knees. I was about 3/4 of the way up. I had a duel with this couple. I was so exhausted and so overheated. And so how this duel went was I came up on this couple and I passed them. And then they passed me. And then I passed them. And then they passed me. And then they left me. You know what that's called? Losing the duel. And I knew I was in really bad shape then. You know why? That couple was in their 80s. And the last mile or couple miles up, the freaking a safety ranger there, the safety volunteer, was walking with me the last hour or so, and he was asking me if I needed medical assistance. That's how bad a shape I was in. I literally had to go stay in a hotel that night. I had to rent a hotel on the North Rim so that I could make the return trip. I needed 8 hours of sleep in an air-conditioned room to get myself strong enough to make the trip in the morning back to the South Rim. You could see where I could barely wrap my brain around doing 5, and now it was like this was devastating to me to have to think about doing 7. But sometimes in life, you just have to push through that emotional pain. You have to push through. You have to find confidence within. And we had done too much planning for this. But I will tell you, we only had 2 weeks, like I said, till I head out when we got the news of this. And so I remember first I just said, okay, I'm just going to do 5. I don't care that he did 6. I don't care about the world record. I don't care about any of this. I don't care about leaving my mark. I don't care. I'm just going to do 5. But then after about 2 days, I said, no, I'm not. I'm going to do 6. I'm going to tie that world record. I'm going to go do 6. And then I remember another 2 or 3 days went by and I go, no, I'm not. I'm going for 7. I was going to push through any emotional pain. I was pushing through any emotional pain because now I was already starting to mentally visualize myself and wrap my brain around going for 7 of these crossings. Even though, like I said, just doing 2, even just 1, had totally kicked my ass only 1 month earlier. But I went out there and I was mentally prepared for 7, and nothing, and I mean nothing, was going to stop me. I was so determined, it was unbelievable. And just about everything, and the Grand Canyon threw everything at me, trust me, 114 degree heat, and it's brutal. But anyway, we did end up finishing it. We did end up setting that world record, and we went across in 5 days, 23 hours and 30 minutes and achieved that. It's a known record. We haven't found anybody else who's done more than that, 6. But anyway, so if you have something that just flips you on your butt, you know, because you're not expecting it. You need to gather yourself up. Get your head back in the ball game and push through that emotional pain and just accomplish that. Whatever the goal is, if you had to readjust to, you need to go accomplish that. You need to push through that emotional pain and go accomplish that goal. Anyway, if you're interested, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you have a question for me, or question or a comment, put it in the YouTube comment section. We'll get back to you. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this YouTube account, and then you'll be hot off the press getting new ones. And if you're interested in me talking to your team, your group, your company, your organization, you can email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com. Thank you very much.